Okay, I think we're live now. I think we're live. Does anybody really know what time it is? Can anybody really hear me? Yeah, huh? Well, folks, it's a beautiful evening up here in Sandusky Bay, Ohio, on Lake Erie. It has been blowing a hoolie most of the day. It was storming and crazy last night, and now this evening it's really calmed down. Hey, Dave G, how you doing? Yep, this evening it's really calmed down. Hey, Outcast, what's going on, man? Yeah, it's really calmed down now, and weather's nice, so I thought I would try to do a live stream from out here in the cockpit. Now, Miss Lily is in the doghouse this evening. You'll probably hear her whimpering here in a little bit. She's down below. She's not allowed up on deck right now. Not during the live stream anyway, because I've already had to yank her out of the lake twice today because she's fallen in. So today she can just sit down below and calm herself down and behave for a change. So the dog is in the doghouse. I'm tired of getting all wet. Is the mast stepping still on schedule? Yes, we're stepping the mast tomorrow. I don't know what time tomorrow, but stepping the mast tomorrow. I got all of the rigging and stuff done on the mast today. I got the new spreader lights installed. I got the outhaul in place. I decided not to put the forestay on, the second forestay on. What else did we get done? I have a brand new topping lift on the boat, or on the mast. So yeah, it's all rigged up. The spreader lights took a bit of work and a bit of wiring and stuff, but I got those done. So the mast is now ready to go. And I filmed a bunch of that. I just haven't had time to sit down and edit it. And of course, while I'm talking here, helicopter has to go by. But hello, Tobin, how you doing? You probably see I'm rocking here a little bit. A boat went by a little bit ago, pretty high speed, and waked the Marina. And as I'm sitting here watching, I see another big wake coming in right behind this one. So we're gonna be rocking and rolling here for a couple of minutes while we're waiting for these wakes to come through. But that's life on board a yacht or sailboat or whatever you want to call what I've got right now. Oh man, this one's gonna hurt. These are gonna be some big ones. About 6 more in a row here. Yeah, poor dog. I feel so bad for her. She's down below. She's whimpering. She wants to be up here. She really hates being down below when I'm not up there or down here, but oh. Wee. So today was a very busy day. I was up early this morning. You probably saw my video this morning. I was over at West Marine before they even opened this morning. I got over there about 8:30, and so I hung out a little bit and I did a little video, and then I got into West Marine as soon as they opened up, and I ordered my ladder. I ordered a rebuild kit for my whale bilge pump, and I ordered a pump mechanism for pumping the oil up out of the engine for doing oil changes. I also bought some rigging parts, rigging tape, some cotter pins. I got a flotation device for myself. Hey, John Harris, how you doing? So the flotation thing for me was like the last bit of kit that I needed to be legal from a Coast Guard standpoint. I have whistles and flares and stuff. I needed to get my own personal flotation device, and so I got that. So spent way too much money at West Marine this morning, and then spent all day today pretty much messing around on the mast, working on it. Just a little bit ago this evening, I siliconed up the one port light that was leaking. Didn't do a great job of it, but I got it done. Did a little video of that. You've probably seen it by now, hopefully, maybe some of you. If not, please check it out. And other than that, life has been good, except for me having to constantly turn around and pull the dog back out of the lake. Twice this afternoon she fell in the lake, twice. I think at this point she's doing it intentionally. So right now she is downstairs on some towels, drying off before she tries to get in my bed this evening and is all wet. I do not like wet blankets and wet sheets. And so she's down there complaining, but that's too bad. She'll have to be there. Labs love to swim. Yes, they do, Dave. Yes, they do. But I really think in this case, she was just excited about other stuff going on and wasn't paying much of an attention, took a wrong step both times, and then just went in. She may have just decided to jump in. I don't think so. One time was on this side of the boat, right here by the dock. That was a relatively easy one. The second one, the last one, she fell in on that side, and then so she had to swim completely around the back side of the boat and come around to the other side and get up. She has learned that she can swim now, so she's gotten pretty good at that, but that's kind of where she's at. Anyhow, I got done doing all the mast work. Man, I was tired earlier. I was tired. I recorded a video, debated whether I was going to post it or not. In fact, I don't even know if I did post it. I may have posted it. I may not have. I don't even know right now. I'm tired. But that was about the gist of it. That's about the gist of what we did today. So, hey, Sorrenti, how you doing? Nice to see you. So, yeah, today we just we spent a lot of money and we got everything done on the mast that needed to be done. We siliconed the port light here. Tomorrow the mast is going up, and then the sails will go on the mast. That's kind of what I'm hoping to do tomorrow, is to get the mast up and then get all the sails mounted, the sail bag and the sails, and get all that onto the mast, and get them out of my way down below. Then I can go ahead and build the composting head and then have room to get the stairs and stuff done. So sails on the mast, who knew? Yeah, right? Who knew? So, well, they take up a lot of room on this. I mean, I've only got a 29-foot boat, and having the sail bags and stuff down below takes up a ton of room. So it'd be nice to get them up and out of the way and on the boat where they're supposed to be. So, and I get to take a really good look at them once I get them up, see what kind of shape they're in. But I got to still rig all the stuff. Got to rig the roller furling tomorrow after we get the mast up. Tighten all the rigging down, get it all situated. I got to run the lines for the head sail and the main sail and the reefing points and. So it's going to be a busy day tomorrow doing all that kind of stuff. I hope we can do the mast fairly early, so it gives me the whole day to get all that stuff done. So, and somewhere in along here, I've got to go do a grocery run and some laundry. I'm wearing an old nasty, greasy looking shirt right now. Simply because I need to go do laundry and haven't had time to go do it yet. Where are you sailing? David, I am on Sandusky Bay right now in Lake Erie. I'm going to sail Lake Erie here for the next week or two, and then head down the Erie Canal to the Hudson River down to New York City. I'm going to mess around in New England for a little bit this summer, and then plan on being down the East Coast to Annapolis for the boat show, and then down into Florida and the Bahamas this coming winter. At least that's sort of the abbreviated sail plan right now. We're going to do a little bit of buddy boating with Sailing Miss Lone Star and her channel. She's got actually the same exact boat that I have, identical. Same issues, same problems, same stuff going on. So it's going to be interesting for her and I to buddy boat together and be able to share stories and exchange ideas. And, our parts are interchangeable, so. Except she took her diesel out because her diesel wasn't running, and she mounted an outboard motor on a lowering outboard mount that goes on the back, and whereas I've got the diesel inboard. So that's nice to have the alternator and refrigeration and all that stuff, which you can't get when you have an outboard motor. So other than that, that's pretty much it for today. I got really exhausted. In fact, I was really debating doing a live stream. Hey Danny Panetta, how you doing? I was really debating doing a live stream this evening because I'm just pretty beat. So, hey Woody, how you doing? Evening. Hey Weigold, how you doing, man? Glad to see you here. Nice to see all the old folks come in, the people I've known for a while. That's kind of the nice thing about these live streams. That's why I decided to do the live stream this evening, because so many of us have gotten into a nice sense of community, the same people coming in day after day, or 2 or 3 times a week or whatever. And so bedtime sounds like, well, it's actually, it's only 7 p.m. here, but man, I'm tired. I mean, for an old fat guy, I'm not accustomed to this activity level that I've been pushing myself through. Today is only day 8. Now, I'm kind of laughing actually at some of the comments that I've been getting, because people are like, "Oh, come on, let's go sailing already, guys." I've been on the boat for 8 days, so give me give me a break, give me some time. It's all been rigging. It's working on engines and working on plumbing and fuel systems and electrical systems and installing batteries and house batteries and drain lines and through holes and um, trying to get all that stuff done. Now, then, most recently, it's been the mast and the rigging and replacing all the components on it and getting that all organized and done. And then once I get those items done, then I've got some carpentry work I have to do on the boat in order to get it livable. I ran aground Saturday, did it on purpose. Well, that's no fun. It's the ones where you don't do it on purpose that get exciting. So I've got some carpentry work to be done, and then we can head out. One interesting little bit of tidbit of news. So no hurry unless you have a date. I do not have a date, David. The only thing I know for sure is I'd like to be in New York for either the 4th of July or my birthday in August. And then after that, we've got to get out before winter. I want to be there. I'd like to be in Annapolis for October for the boat show. So, hey, Brittany, how you doing, darling? Other than that, I don't really have any real schedule. But one thing I did research recently, and I think I'm going to do it, Bass Island over here, a one-man show needs time. It certainly does, Danny. Good, just tired a bit. Yes. Oh, you are good, Brittany. I am exhausted today. Evening, big man. Hey, 12 degrees. In Sandusky, looks like a tidy little town. It is a neat little town. It really is. I was actually a little frustrated this evening. I asked my phone, Siri, to find me. Gotta be careful what I say, or she'll try doing it now. Your birthday is the 12th night. August 11th is my birthday, whatever that is. Anyhow, so I asked my phone about restaurants nearby. It was easy to beach my boat again, having to go all the dinghy and have the boat anchored. Oh, cool. There's a restaurant that's like right over there. I mean, I can see it from here. And, August 3rd, cool. And I thought about, man, I'd go over there and get a cheeseburger, looking at their menu, I can go over there and get a cheeseburger and fries for like $10. And it's really close. So I thought, just walk over there and get a cheeseburger, right? No, they're not open yet for the season. So I was really bummed about that. Because I was just too damn tired to cook anything and walking over there, although I did a lot of walking today, so. Oh, well. But I think I'm going to go over to Put-in-Bay. I think I'm going to go over to Bass Island and go check out Put-in-Bay. I sent her a picture to you. Yeah, Brittany, I received that. It was a picture of her up on the bow. I appreciate that. Thank you. 11 is my great-grandmother's, the 12th is my great-grandfather's, and the 14th is mine. Oh, there you go, Danny. Myself and my oldest nephew are both August 11th. I think that's it in my family for August. Yeah. But anyhow, Put-in-Bay is sort of an interesting little community. There's no cars on Bass Island, so a lot of ferries take tourists over there for the day. And they have like a lot of horse-drawn wagons and go-karts and golf carts and that kind of stuff for getting around. Do you or anyone in the community know how to restore marine leather seat cushions? No, I do not. Nope. Not a clue. Anybody know how to do that? Just got here in time. Hey, Waukesha, how you doing? Waukesha. Put-in-Bay is Party City, man. Yeah, that's what I understood, Brittany. It should be a fun thing. But they've got a couple interesting things over there I'd like to talk about, so I figured it'd be good to go over there and talk about those and just see the area. And it's the closest thing that Lake Erie has to a cruising ground, to a real sailing ground, is to go over there and hit those islands over there. So I thought I would be remiss if I sailed Lake Erie and didn't visit them briefly. And it gives me an opportunity to do a good shakeout sail with the boat. It's only about 15 miles from here. So I could literally motor over there in like 3 hours and hang out there for a while and then, motor back and put the sails up, take the sails down, play with that kind of stuff. So that's kind of, I figure, what we're going to be doing once we leave here. But I'm going to be here for probably at least a week. The ladder and that stuff isn't going to be here till Thursday. How are you today, Grim Reaper? Creeper, I am doing good. How are you? Why go? Try saddle soap. Oh, there you go. There's an idea, Danny. Saddle soap might help it a lot. The owner has been using asphalt cleaner on it because he hated to see bird poop on the boat. Eesh. That'd be rough. That'd be real rough, huh? Yeah, a little saddle soap might do wonders for that. Talking about bird poop. Seagull just flew right over my head. Good to hear you're fine. Oh yeah, doing awesome, doing awesome. Tired. The old boy's not accustomed to this activity level, and I've really curtailed my diet substantially, cut back on my food consumption, trying to knock this weight off as quickly as I possibly can. So in that regard, I feel great. I mean, I'm getting plenty of exercise and I'm eating enough, taking good care of myself. But wait, did you shave? You just noticed that, huh? I didn't shave. I just trimmed it back down. So anyhow, I think I'm going to go over and check out those Bass Islands and that could be interesting. Could be some good content to be held over there. Fresh fruit swap. Yeah, I eat a lot of fresh fruits. In fact, breakfast is orange bananas, oranges, bananas, and maybe I'll make some toast or something. Although all I had was an orange and a banana today. Just spent 2 days buffering and waxing my CTS. Oh, cool. Yep. Yeah, last time I saw you, you had a good sized beard. Took me a moment. Yeah. Bag malt may work too. There you go. Yeah, it was just getting too hot and just too much having the big beard, so I thought I'd trim it back down a little bit. Whack it, cut it back into, into shape something. So get some control over it, that kind of thing. Understandable. Okay. Yeah, so tomorrow the mast is going to go up. That's like the last big project of getting the boat ready. I mean, that's the last real major mechanics of the boat kind of thing to get done. All the other boat systems right now, personally like the shorter beard. Well, good, Brittany. I'm glad you do. Did you get my email? Steve Gifford, did you get my email? I don't know, Steve Gifford. What was the email about? Wear a head cam for mast installation. I wore a head cam for the bulk of me working on the rigging today. I've got to now edit that and cut it down into a reasonable amount. The mast is important with a sailboat. Yeah, I think. just a slight, part of the boat having the mast up. So, stainless steel hardware for your ladder. No, it's aluminum. The ladder's aluminum, so probably gonna use, well, either stainless or steel. I got to see what I can find. So, yeah, going out to sea when it's starting to get hot would suck. Don't know how pirates did things like that. Yeah, I agree. With a large beard, I mean. Sure, I understood that. Yeah. Yeah, it's just, much cooler just to trim it back and be more comfortable. So, takes a while to get boat fit. Just being on them activates your core. Man, 12 degrees, that's absolutely right. My legs and my knees and my back, from just the swaying and stuff kind of gets to you. The boat, the knees getting on and off the boat. It's a big step on and off the boat to get here. So, I'm not accustomed to taking such big steps. Coming in and out of the companionway right now until I get stairs built, big steps. And then just, walking everywhere. I had a truck. I just drove everywhere before. Now, I mean, even if I only had to go a half a mile, I would drive. So now I have to walk everywhere. And so that's really helping me get my butt in shape. So I knew someone who threw away an entire boat because the mast was no good. Well, they can be replaced. They can be difficult to replace, expensive to replace, but they can be replaced. So Yeah, boats are funny that way. There are some things you can do on boats very cheaply, and then there's other things on boats that are just ridiculously expensive. Oh, Bobby. Well, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Huh. Have you got steps to get on and off? No. No, I do not. How was the time with the grandkids? Oh, Outcast, it was awesome. Absolutely had a ball with my grandkids on Sunday. It was a lot of fun yesterday. Unfortunately, a storm blew up, and so they had to cut out and leave a little early. But it was really good. My grandsons really enjoyed having the time on the boat. My oldest grandson wants to inherit the boat, so it was just really good. So, hey, Papa, does your boat have an emergency tiller? Yes, it does. It does have an emergency tiller. That's fantastic. Glad you had fun with the family. Yeah, it was really good. And you know, I've caught some crap for some people for changing my schedule before. You know, I was going to buy a boat down in Florida this past fall, and instead I retreated to Ohio for a while. And a lot of people gave me crap over that. I don't care. It was money. It was money and time well worth spent being there with the family, reinstating my relationship with them. You know, now I actually had to kind of laugh because, you know, before things were kind of adversarial with my kids, and now my oldest son is actually trying to convince his wife that they should live on a sailboat. I kid you not. He was actually trying to show her about life on sailboats and what that could be like, and I just had a great time with it. Audio and video is great today. Well, excellent. I can't speak. Excellent. I'm glad. So, yeah, so what a difference 6 months made, you know? Don't let the haters mess with you. Everything you do is up to you, and we're all here for you. Well, thanks, Grim Creeper. Appreciate that. I do appreciate that. Yeah, so it was really nice getting the relationship with the kids back and spending some time with them. Time and effort well worth spent. So, oh, let's see what else. Oh, my ice maker came today. One of my viewers sent me an ice maker, so my ice maker came today. So that was a fun thing. The guys here at the Marina kind of looked at me sideways when the UPS driver pulled in, and all he had was an ice maker for me. So go back to farming. Danny, stop. Bounced a few trolls yesterday. Yeah, right. Yeah. You know, Danny, you know, you were making jokes about that, and some other people were commenting behind you thinking you were serious, and they were offering the same kind of sentiment. So you got to be careful about that because they just don't seem to get it. You don't have insurance, I'm guessing. The boat only cost me $2,000, so there's really not much point in insuring that. My insurance would cost more than that. Hello, sir. I see nice weather. I see you spin the camera so I can see your boat, please. Yeah, I'm sitting here on the back. I can do that. It's kind of a mess right now, but, well, first of all, this is the cockpit. This is my dinghy. This is my outboard motor. This is my lumber pile that's waiting to be used for some construction projects. My generator, my propane stove that hasn't, grill hasn't gone up yet. My propane bottle, some fishing rods. And then going forward, I can't see, I got sun in my eyes. Anyhow, I've got an old boarding ladder, which I'm getting rid of. This is my boom sitting here, some fuel cans. But anyhow, that's what the Lily 2 looks like. And of course, I'm sitting here in Sandusky Bay, and that's what Sandusky Bay looks like. So, gives you a little bit of an idea what I'm dealing with here. Let's see. No haters, just jealous people. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Carl, we launched today. Boats in the water. Nice, Slipstream. Awesome. That their problem, but I hear you. Yep, liability cover others. Yeah, I'm probably at some point going to have to get liability coverage to cover other people if I get into certain marinas. But I'm going to avoid marinas like the plague, so probably not going to have to worry about it too much. Sitting on the dock of the bay. Waukesha, I kid you not, there's a dock of the bay right over here, just about 3/10 of a mile up here. And I was sitting on a bench at the dock of the bay, and that song was just going through my mind. So I need to come and bring a wrench and some other tools to help you out. Yeah, there you go, Olaf. That'd be great. Where's Miss Lily? Miss Lily, as you can probably hear her whining in the background, she is down. Did you get your floating outhouse finished? No, not yet, White Gold. She's down below. She is sitting on some towels, drying off. She's in the dog house this evening. I'm just not going to deal with her right now. I'm a little angry with her. Twice this afternoon, I've had to pull her out of the lake. Twice she fell off the boat. So she's either getting scatterbrained or lazy or what, I don't know. But for tonight, she can just sit down there and be quiet for a while. So, how are you doing? I'm doing great, Frank. I'm doing awesome. Thank you for asking. No notification. Yeah, palm limit. I can't control that. It has nothing to do with me. It's just YouTube. I'd rather do it on a trawler so I have to live through someone that I like on a boat. Okay. Hey, Kelly Banks, how you doing, man? Nice to see you. Glad to see you here. Chateau Le Bow Wow. Yeah, right? Pretty much it, yeah. The canine castle. Oh gosh, yeah. No, Miss Lily's in the doghouse today. She misbehaved, and so not misbehaved. She's just been really rowdy today. So trying to settle her down a little bit. She can just stay down there by herself for a bit. That's one of the reasons why I came up here. I was just angry with her, so I left her down there and came up on top side. So it's actually getting pretty chilly out here tonight. Although it's going to be a nice, clear, cold night. I'm going to leave the hatch open this evening. I didn't last night because of all the rain, but maybe she's getting brave to swim. No, both times, Brittany, she just slipped and fell in the water. Did you do any crappie fishing? No, I've not done any fishing at all. My grandsons played with the rods a little bit yesterday. They didn't catch anything. Lily's giving you a workout today. Oh, well, not just Lily. I had a big workout today with the other stuff I was working on. Palm no notification for you either. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Guys, as a general rule, just so everybody knows, as a general rule, I'm going to be trying to do live streams at 7 p.m. every night. So you don't have to worry about notifications. Just know at 7 p.m. I'm going to be doing a live stream. Now, there may be some nights I'm not going to do that, but for all intents and purposes right now, my intent is to do a live stream every night at 7 p.m. So, and then in the mornings, I do a quick little recap of the live stream for those people who don't want to sit through an hour-long live stream. I don't blame them, but I take it you're in Central Time. Yes, it is 7 p.m. Eastern Time here. Talk about your anchor, location, what kind and how does it work? Well, my location, the anchor's out on the bow, plus I have another one for the stern. Is Lily getting her sea legs? Not fast enough, Peaceful Dawn, not fast enough. I do not have any kind of a automatic device, winch or anything for retrieving the anchor. It's just simply a throw it over the side and retrieve. I'm going to look into getting a winch mounted for the anchor. So is it okay if I have a beer? Well, yeah, go ahead. But it's only a fluke. Both anchors are fluke style anchors. The bow anchor has about 30 feet of chain on it and then 200 feet of road behind that. And so for up here on Lake Erie, that's just absolutely fine. For me going down the canals, that's going to be fine. Poking around New York, Long Island, that's going to be fine. If I go up to Maine or something, I'm probably going to want some heavier ground tackle. Do you take Lily with you on the trip to West Marine this morning? No, Martin, I did not. No, she had to stay on the boat. I can't walk her and carry all the stuff that I had to carry at the same time. I only have two hands, so is road rope used for a chain? Yes, yes, that's what they call a chain rope. Is called rode, R-O-D-E. So, yep. So 200 feet of rope, and then I think there's 30 feet of chain, if I remember correctly, and then a pretty good size fluke type anchor. Saddlebags. For the dog, that may have been a good idea. Yeah, yeah. No, and I knew I was going to be in West Marine for a while, and she's still too much of a puppy for that kind of stuff. Anchors are an argument waiting to happen. They certainly are. Have a good evening. David, have a good evening, sir. Yep. So, anyhow, I hope that answers your question about the anchor. I guess I could get up on my lazy butt and show it to you. Ugh. Ah, yeah, there you go. I don't have to go very far. There's my anchor. You can see the anchor up on the bow. Oh, man. Now I'm getting stiff sitting here, but how many hours do you need to change the oil in the motor? I just bought a pump for that, Weigold. I just bought a pump, and so the pump's gonna make that a lot easier. I'll actually be able to chuck in my 18 volt cordless, cordless drill to it. And from what I understand, it should be able to pump the oil out in, 15 or 20 minutes, and then I can add the new oil back in. So there's no drain plugs. You don't open a drain plug and drain it out like you do a car. You actually have to stick a hose down in there and siphon the oil back out of it, and then pour fresh oil in. That's just the way they do it on boats. So, where do you live when you are not on a boat, sir? Olaf, as of 7 days ago, I live on a boat, period. I no longer own property. I don't have a house anymore. I only live on my boat, by choice. So, yep, I am a boat liver. I am a live-aboard cruiser, live-aboard sailor type person. Yes. For lack of a better term, this is my life. My life is living on board the boat. So, and it's just, I've only been on the boat since last Sunday. So today is my, 8th day on board the boat. My boat, that's right. I said my boat, Barb. My boat. Okay, I did know. So, no, it's all right, Olaf. It's fine. I like living on the boat. I've wanted to live on the boat my whole life. So, yeah, more diesel has a drain plug. Does it? Yeah. Yeah, mine does not. Yeah, guys, please do like and subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything to go ahead and like the video. Or that every 250 hours you need to change the oil in marine diesel motors. Yes, that's actually correct. Thank you for the incredible picture. Yes, that's correct. My diesel engine, however, just had 70 hours on it right now. Hey Andy, how you doing? So really it's not even due for an oil change until the first 100 for breaking it in. So check your engine for sacrificial anodes. I've already replaced the anodes on the engine and on the drive shaft. You should Google it. Most marine engines. Yeah, I already did that. Already changed them. So Olaf is new, I think. Well, yeah, Olaf is from Sweden, I think he said. Isn't that right, Olaf? Grandpa for president. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. I would not want that job. You could not pay me enough to be president. That's no. Have you ever seen what people look like? Oh, excuse me. Damn. You ever see what people look like when they start becoming a president and then after 4 or 8 years as president? It kills people. I don't want to do that. So, why did you choose to live on this boat? Yes, I am the new guy from Stockholm. Yep. President of the Marina. Yeah, maybe that. I chose this boat. I've owned 2 of these cows before. This is the smallest of them. I had a 30 and a 31. This is a 29. Yeah, why go? I'll explain an anode in a minute. And so I've been trying to buy a boat for some time, and this one just happened to be at the right time at the right place. I bought this boat for $2,000 US. $2,000 US. So, and given my kind of severe economic situation at the moment, that seemed like a really good deal. So I sold my truck that I owned. I sold it for $11,000 and used 2 of it to buy the boat and the rest of it to get things organized and equipped and cover my logistics and stuff. So, and the boat was named after Lily. When I came to look at the boat was called the Lily too, and my dog's named Lily. So it was just sort of meant to be. So, and yes, great chance to help me get back into shape. Exactly what I needed to do. So, anyhow, anodes. On boats, you have weight loss is going great, Andy. On boats, you have something called electrolysis. There's electrical fields in the water, and with all of the dissimilar metals on the boat, it causes them to erode at high rates. And so what you do on a boat is you put what's known as a sacrificial anode. Now there's three types of sacrificial anodes on boats. There's magnesium, there's nickel, and there's aluminum. Those three materials are used for sacrificial anodes. Right now, I have a magnesium anode on my prop shaft. I have zinc anode on my engine. Now sometimes the engine manufacturers, there'll be a bolt that sticks into your engine that will be a sacrificial anode. It serves no other purpose than just to be a sacrificial anode. Now what it means by sacrificial is these are made out of a poorer quality material than the rest of your boat parts, so the electrolysis tends to attack them first because they're easy prey. As those dissolve and wear away, by doing so, they're protecting the other parts because they're not getting eroded because the sacrificial ones are getting eroded. So I do plan on, oh, you remind me of Dan Connor, also on the Sail the World. There you go. I do plan on doing something pretty interesting here as soon as the water warms up. I have the magnesium anode on my drive shaft, on my prop shaft. I also have an aluminum and a zinc one, and I'm going to mount those on the shaft as well. In the engine, the anodes are usually part of the cooling system. Yes, that's correct. I'm going to mount all three of them on my prop shaft. That way, as we're sailing freshwater, we can monitor them for degradation and see how they degrade given the three different types of metals. And then once we get out in the salt water, we'll be able to see the difference there and how they degrade. My guess is the magnesium is going to wear out first, the zinc second, and the aluminum third. But I don't know that, so we'll find out. We're going to play with that a little bit. So should be some interesting material, but it's got to warm up a little bit, and I got to get the boarding ladder on before I'm going to jump in the lake and swim underneath and mount those anodes on the shaft. I wish I had put them on before I put it in the water, but they didn't have them. I had to order them. By the time they got here, we were already in the water. So such is life. Wow, man, what a beautiful evening this is. I mean, this is just a gorgeous evening sitting here. Look how nice this water looks, huh? There's some kids over there fishing. Math yesterday, chemistry today. I'm getting schooled. There you go. Flipstream, check out your channel, nice boat. There you go. Are you traveling alone? Twisted Monkey, Twisted Monkey, I said Twisted Mickey, I think that's it. Sorry. Just me and my dog. Just me and my dog, Lily. She's just turned 2-year-old, sort of a big pup Labrador Retriever. So, yeah, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Just calm and still. I'm going to turn this so you guys can see the lake. Look at that. See the seagulls? I love evenings like this out on the boat. I just absolutely love evenings like this on the boat. Thanks for explaining. There you go. No problem at all. No problem at all. And yes, he was correct. The anodes are usually the bolt, the engine anode. The bolt that's usually in the engine anode is in the cooling system where the water, the water is what carries the electrolysis to the parts. So safe travels. If you see you 25-foot great white, ignore it. Okay. Will do. I guess there are no bugs. I don't see a no, there's not a bug in the sky here. Nothing. I haven't even seen a mosquito here. So, do you have experience in Lake Erie, shallow lake, big swells? Toss my boat around. I do not have much experience on Lake Erie. I do have a lot of experience in power boating on small bodies of water. But yeah, right. I wonder what the poor people are doing today. I had a friend that thought his zincs on his outdrive had rotted, so he filled in the bed spots with marine text, and then I explained, oh gosh. What kind of ground tackle is on your boat, anchor, etc.? Thanks. Yeah, Country Cruiser, I've got a fluke style anchor with 30 feet of chain and 200 feet of rode. That's my ground tackle right now. Plus, I have a second anchor in the back lazarette here for a stern anchor. So, very impressed. Keep up the good work. All righty then. Yeah. So I've got, in actuality, I'm going to make a bridle for the stern because as I enter the Erie Canal, probably next month or so, or in a few weeks, as I enter the Erie Canal, it's a downhill run, the whole thing. I'm going to have the current with me the whole way. And so, and it's only about 100 foot wide at its widest parts. So rather than try to turn the boat around every night to anchor and then have to turn it around next morning to go back down, I think I'm just going to drop an anchor off the stern and do a stern mount and keeping the bow, headed downstream. So seemed like that made sense to me. I'll see how on practical application that works, but that's kind of the gist of the plan right now as we head down the Erie Canal. Right now, the plan though is I need to get the mast finished up and some of the boat mods done that I need to do. That's all going to happen this coming week, and then we'll head out. Keep in mind, guys, this is only day 8 for me. I've only been on the boat for 8 days now, so we're just getting started. We were using our new Ryobi generator. Hey, there you go. Today, and you're right, it is a lot quieter now, isn't it? It is a lot quieter than the Honda. Yeah, I really like mine. I really do. Now, I do notice that if I take it off the choke too soon, it surges a little bit. So when it does that, I put the choke back on and then let it warm up some more, and then it doesn't surge so much. But it did that today to me. Yeah, nice. I'm glad you enjoy that. So, yeah, I like my little Ryobi, and it's a powerful little sucker. It's powering everything I need here on the boat. It's working out just fine. Blue sky, yeah, isn't that nice? There's not a cloud in the sky right now. There's some contrails from jets, but there's not a cloud in the sky. A couple kids over there making noise. They're fishing. I have seen a lot of people fishing here in this marina, and I've yet to see anybody catch anything. Will you be carrying spare parts for all important parts, engine rigging and stuff? Yes and no. I'm going to have some spare parts, not a lot. A lot of the places that I am right now and where I'm going to be for the next couple of months, actually, is all going to be places with really good access to services and facilities. So should I have a problem, I'll be able to get those on board. But some things I'm going to carry some backups to, yeah. I wish my ex had a Bluetooth choke. Yeah, huh? Wouldn't that be nice? Sit there on your phone and go, choke, choke, choke. Yeah, I'd have gotten arrested if my ex-wife had that. Hey, Austin, how you doing, ma'am? Really got dehydrated today. I don't mean to be rude, drink water in front of you, but got to replenish some. So, that, and I know if I cracked open a beer right now, I'd be asleep in about 15 minutes. So, I just really got exhausted today. It's cold here right now. It's kind of cold and brisk. I bet you it's 62, 63 degrees right now. Do you have a minnow trap? And if so, have you set it? I do have a minnow trap. I have not set it yet. I have not set it. I've got the cage, the conical style cage type minnow traps, and I have 2 collapsible crab traps with me, and then of course I've got a plethora of nets. I really have way too many nets. I probably should give some nets away. I have way too many nets. So up in Alaska, it seems like up in Alaska we collected big nets. So I don't know why, but a lot of big nets. I think I've got like 5 or 6 nets on the boat, and I've only got one arm for a net, so I don't know why I have so many of them, but I probably should sort through them all and pick out one my favorite and then get rid of all the rest of them. Oh, and then I also have 3 fly fishing nets on top of that. Besides the big long handled nets, I have 3 fly fishing nets. That's what happens when you're a fisherman. God, my shirt looks horrible. I'm looking at it in the camera here. It looks horrible, but sorry about that, guys. I got to get laundry done, and I have not had time. So hopefully I'll get laundry done on Wednesday. Have they launched other boats in the marina? Yeah, Slipstream. They've been putting boats in. They didn't put any boats in today, but yesterday they put a bunch of boats in. Is it a good idea not to have cardboard on board? Yes, yes. Cardboard, cockroaches tend to lay their eggs in cardboard, so you want to get all the cardboard off the boat immediately. Different size fish requires different size nets. Yeah, but some of the nets that I have are really overkill. I mean, unless I'm halibut fishing or something huge like that, they're just a little too big. But I guess when I get to the saltwater, they'll probably be really useful. But up here on the lake, you know, they're ridiculous actually up here on the lake. Um, if I were to swipe my big net, the big net that I have, if I were to swipe it through the water, any fish that was in the water could simply swim through the holes because it's that big of a net. So there's very few fish on Lake Erie big enough for that net. Maybe a big northern pike or something. But Andy, I haven't even been fishing, man. My grandkids played with the rods a little bit yesterday. I have not even been fishing. You'll need it for a grouper. Yes, probably so. Did you ever catch halibut up in Alaska? Yes, I did. Yep, I did. I caught halibut while out on my own little boat. On my Cal 31, I caught halibut out fishing. So, will you be using the nets down south? Oh, of course, yes. That's what I'm planning on using them for. Dip net fishing. Well, up in Alaska, one of my nets actually is a dip net, a short-handled dip net. But when I say a short-handled dip net, it still has like an 8-foot handle on it. So that could be good items for trade in the future. Sure, and Barb, I'm kind of person, I'm going to see somebody out fishing and they're going to need a net and I'll just give it to them. Can the dinghy outboard be used for emergency boat power? Um, it could, but it's only 3.3 horsepower, so I don't think it would be very effective. It's a pretty small outboard motor, so I don't think 3.3 horsepower is going to impress my 29-foot boat very much. But yeah, I guess in an emergency, it would be better than nothing. So it would offer some propulsion. I wouldn't want to try to go upstream with it or go against any kind of a wind with it. But, for maneuvering inside a marina and dockage and that kind of stuff, it would be fine for that. So, it's actually getting chilly this evening. I'm getting cold sitting here now. But a lot of that I just was so hot earlier today. Just got hot and, oh gosh, got a lot of work done. Got a lot of work done on the mast. Really got these really nice LED lights on the spreaders, so that's going to be nice. Once we get the stick up, get those fired up, they should illuminate the entire boat from up on top of the spreaders. But I'm the same way. I can't throw things away, but can gladly donate items. Yeah, and I really need to throw stuff away. I have way too much stuff on the boat. Met a guy today that has an Allberg 30 with a 4. Nice. Yeah. In fact, my son was here, and I gave him some stuff to take back. And this morning I woke up, and I'm like, oh, shit, I have a whole bunch of other stuff I forgot to give him. So, horse outboard on. There you go. Hey, Andy, thank you, sir. I really appreciate you doing that, Andy. That's really nice of you to jump in the super chat there and contribute. Thank you, sir. So, thank you very much, Andy. Is the stick going up tomorrow? Yes, 12 degrees. The stick is going up tomorrow. I don't know what time tomorrow, but it's going up tomorrow. So, I moved a 48-foot Stonningham sloop with a 15-pound thrust electric outboard. Didn't go, but it did. Okay, it didn't go fast, but it goes. Cool. How many grandchildren and what other ages do they watch your channel? Actually, yes. I have 2 grandsons and 1 granddaughter. Let me see. They are, I think they're 8, 6, and 2, if I remember correctly. 8, 6, and 2. And they do watch. Yes, they do watch. So, not as often as I would like, but, they weren't watching before, but they are watching now. So, what do you think about center cockpit sailboats? They have a great application. Will the stick be going up? No, probably not going to be doing that live because I'm going to be very much hands-on with doing the work. So I probably can't shoot that and put it up at the same time. I certainly wouldn't be able to respond to any comments while it was going on. Center cockpit boats are nice for big ocean crossings and big cruising grounds and stuff like that. But when you're at anchor and stuff, I like the rear cockpits better. They just tend to be more social, better access in and out of the water. They're just more fun. I prefer not to have a center cockpit boat, but I could see the advantage of a center cockpit boat for someone who's doing a lot of ocean crossings. or if you're, you know, down in the Southern Ocean and doing that kind of stuff, real serious kind of stuff like that, I could see it. But for the casual, you know, live aboard cruising type sailboats, I don't think the center cockpits are a great idea. Um, I like having my rear cockpit and having access right into the water. So place cameras around boat for mast raising and then edit into a video. Frenchie, actually that is what I planned on doing. I'm going to try to mount some GoPros on the boat tomorrow morning. I have 2 of them, so I'm going to see if I can figure out some way of mounting them so they could cover all that. But I'm really not sure where I'm going to be put them. I was hoping that I had a, you know, like a rail mount, something that I could, well, let me show you. See, I've got the push pit back here. I was going to try to clamp one on the push pit, but I don't have a rail mount. Thought I did, but apparently I don't have a rail mount. So I don't know where I could set one that would be safely out of the way, everyone's way, while we're putting the rigging up, because it's going to be kind of fast and furious. What I might do is set one up like on this little tripod that I'm using right now, and just have it set off to the side, kind of giving the big overall picture of the work being done. And I can do that with my little GoPro, because it'll record for, you know, a couple hours at a shot, and raising the mast should only be like a 15 to 30 minute deal. So set up on the boat today for launch and forgot to turn it on. Yeah, that'll happen too. Or you'll do like my son did. My son borrowed my GoPros to go to an event, and he hit the buttons wrong, and it ended up taking just a whole bunch of photographs instead of video. So colorful can always be edited with Lily barking. There you go. On one of those pylons behind you. Well, the mast, I have to move the boat to where the mast is going to be raised. I'm on this side of the marina. I got to go around to the other side of the marina where the crane is. The crane does not move. The boats move to the crane, and the crane picks them up, sets them in the water. So I have to pull around over there, which is where my mast is now, and then we'll set that in the morning. So I'm hoping we do that fairly early tomorrow morning. I'd really like to get the mast on fairly quickly tomorrow morning, and then I can get to getting all the sails and rigging and the lines run and all that kind of stuff. So, because that probably take me all day to do. Probably take me all day crawling all over the boat to get that stuff done. So, yes, probably. Sorry, tired. This old boy is getting his butt kicked, getting his boat in shape. I can tell you that right now. I'm getting my butt kicked, but I feel good, you know. I mean, I'm really exhausted tonight. I'm sleeping like crazy. Last night went to sleep at, battery's going out again. Last night, I got the wrong cable too. Guys, we're gonna have to end this. I brought the wrong cable. I can't power up. We're gonna lose battery here pretty soon, so we're gonna have to end it here. So, did you fix the fuel leak? Nope, haven't even looked at it yet, Mary. That's just down on the list. So, anyhow, guys, I'm gonna have to run because my battery's gonna die. So let's end this here. We'll have more for you tomorrow. Thanks for the guys that contributed into the super chat. Really appreciate that, Andy. And we'll have more for you guys tomorrow. Be good and be careful. Bye, guys.